Good morning, everyone. So before my speech, I just want to ask a question. So in your mind, what's a valuable resource? I think every people have your own answer. But 100 years ago, that's coal, steel, oil, that's energy. So who owned them? Who owned the wealth? But 20 years ago, it became data, connectivity. And today, every people have a smartphone, and every enterprise is now working on cloud. And we can touch any information if we want. So the scarcity is no longer the information. So what's the most important? The scarcity will be how to make the right judgment in this information flood. So that's what I want today, my topic, how to use AI to make a better decision. So let's look at this slide. In the energy industry age, it runs on energy and machines. And information age, it runs on data and connectivity. And today, we're going to intelligence age. So it will run on how to make the decision to be better. I think as a student, you don't lack any study materials. And as a developer, it doesn't lack any sample coders. And founder doesn't lack any marketing report. And for leaders, doesn't lack data. What we lack is the data is right? Is the opportunity real we need better on? Is the risk we should handle earlier? And is the change and judgment will actually impact the future? So in the AI era, decision quality will become the ultimate competitive advantage. Let's have a rewind of the human history. Actually, our civilization history is a history of how to make the decision. Firstly, the people decided when to move or when to plant. It's based on the elders and instinct. Then silence came. So we make the decision by some expert estimate and mathematics. So today, because we have lots of data, by the internet, we do decision driven by data. So now AI leaps the first jump. So by AI's reason and simulate requirement, we can make a better decision. So every civilization is defined by how to make decision. I just take the weather as an example. Hundreds of years ago, a farmer will forecast the weather by reading the cloud. And meteorology came by satellites and supercomputer. We calculate the result and forecast the weather. But today, AI blends massive data and give you the result more correctly. So just how it works for the future, how we can use AI. So that's what I want to discuss with you, how AI help us augmented the decision maker. But before discussing augmented decision making, I just want to discuss with you a very interesting question. So does the more information you have, the more better decision you will make. Actually, the opposite is true. It's always the more information you have, the more cherry pick you already believe, because there's not lack of intelligence. There's some built-in blind spots in your brain. Firstly, confirmation bias. So we always seek information which we confirm it. And anchoring bias, the first came number hijacks the rest. Availability bias, something, the newest event, always bigger than they are. The last one is overconfidence. We always are confident too much. So I take an example. You all know Nokia, but Nokia lost in the smartphone age. So actually, Nokia already recognized in the future, and they have capability, they have the channel, but they underestimated the change based on the experience. It means that you have the power, but you're working in the outdated model. So I think it's a good example. I think all of you here maybe also can think, if you have this experience, you have all the information, but finally, they make a wrong decision. So let's move to the next step. Let's discuss how we can use AI to help us to handle this situation. Just as I mentioned, we have several revolutions of the industry. First, that's steam. We use steam amplify our muscle, and electricity amplifies the connectivity and the internet. Now we use AI. AI is the first time to help us amplify human cognition itself. I don't know if if anyone sees this video at YouTube. That's AlphaGo beat Licedo. So the most shocked is move 37. And all the best players, they froze. They think it's not a human move. But after several moves later, everybody understands it's brilliant and creative. So I just want to tell you that AI is not just computer fast. It also can discover something we haven't reached. So AI is not another tool. It's a first cognitive amplifier in the human history. So let's discuss the augmented decision making. This is our core idea today. So everybody knows, as a human being, we have lots of limits. We have limits of the time. We also have some bias. And with AI's intelligence, combines AI intelligence, AI can provide some insight. It doesn't mean, so I just want to clarify, so augmented decision-making is not AI decide for you. AI brings the data, brings the analysis. You make the judgment. And combine the AI and our human judgment together. I think we can replace human judgment and elevate it. So because humans have something AI can't replace us. That's the value system. That's the responsibility. That's our empathy. So let's come back to this room. Firstly, start from the education. I think every teachers and students will face the oldest problem. That's one teacher to covering many students. But every student is different pace of the learning, different understanding mode, different interest. So in the future, with AI, I think it will come soon. Every student can have AI tutor. You can have AI research assistant, AI language coach, and also AI career mentor. It doesn't mean the teacher will disappear. The teacher will move from the deliverer of knowledge to be a designer of the learning, to be the coaching of students, their learning, and also to be guides the students' values. So the future of education is not one size fits all. It's one matter for every mind. Next step, I think maybe all of you and lots of students going to develop some applications or have some business in the future. So how about creating? I think this developing is reshaping most by the AI. Yesterday, your job as developing, just writing the code. But in the future, the most important thing is define the requirement. It's understanding the problem and the design system and validating the result and orchestrating the AI agents. So just as an example, if a student wants to develop a portfolio website for a university with projects, skills, contacts, and you want this website to be clean and model, you just give one sentence to the AI agent, and it will start work. So the developer will spend less time on writing code. You will going to move as a designer of intelligence. I think it's a very important move. So following develop, how about starting a company? If you want to have a company as a startup, you'll consider very high budget to have marketing team, engineering team, sales team, finance, HR, one by one. So lots of people have good idea, but stay as idea. But in the future, if you know some one new concept, OPC, so one-person company, it means that it will realize it. If we have a good idea, for example, want to develop a study planner app, you will use AI agents help you to develop, simulate the outcomes, and even push to the market, draft the logo, and do some market activities. So I believe that the next unicorn may be just from a team of one person with some AI agents, with very less budget, but very good idea. So let's move to a higher skill, leadership. So AI provides data, options, scenarios, predictions, and risk. But we still need the leaders. So as a manager of Huawei Cloud, I understand. I don't know all the answers. What are most important skill is to make the decision in the uncertainty. So I know, as a human being, as a leader, I know the purpose, but AI don't know. I have my value system, but AI don't know. I know the direction, I have responsibility, and I have the courage to take a responsibility. So actually, AI gives us answers, but we still need the leadership because the leaders provide the millions. So how to make a good decision for the future? The left is the past decision-make stack. We know the data. By the data, we human do the analysis, make the decision, and take the action. But in the future, by the AI, they do the AI analysis and give you simulation, reasoning, and tell you some recommendation. But our human being make the judgment based on AI value system, based on our own value system, our responsibility, and our judgment. And then we take the decision. So AI can help optimize the decision, but we shouldn't give our ownership to them. Our human should own the decision. So someone asked me, in the AI era, what's the most skill I should have in the future? I told them, technical are still very important, but technical is no longer the only skill you need. You need to have these 5 critical skills. Firstly, critical thinking. So you should judge whether AI answer is reliable. Second is creative. You can ask new questions and new requirements to AI. Third, about communication. You can describe the complexity in simple words. The third is leadership. It means to take action. Last one is the skill of cooperate with AI tools. So I think AI won't make everyone smarter, to be honest. But AI, it will amplify the way you think. So imagine there are 2 students here. One student, you just copy AI's answers. And the other student, you always learn from AI to challenge it, to get their opposing views, and find the source. I think maybe after 6 months, you'll have a huge gap between these 2 students. So, just as mentioned, our people have responsibility, value, and AI has the speed, scale, memory. But if our humans just work alone, we have lots of limitations. And AI alone also, so compare human and AI, I think it forms an entirely unit of capability in the future. So the future belongs neither to humans alone, nor to AI alone. It belongs to human-AI collaboration. I'm the country manager of Huawei Cloud. So just as I mentioned, actually behind this AI decision, it's rely on AI infrastructure. So just give me 1 minute for some advertisement for Huawei Cloud here. So because everything without compute, there's no AI reasoning, and without the model and without AI complications, we can't achieve a better AI decision or use AI capability. So Huawei is invested here to provide trust over AI infrastructure to other developers and enterprises. And we have local region, 3 AZ architecture, and 100% comply the KVKK. So based on platform, we provide model as service, AI computing, cloud service, AI tools. So I hope that in future, more and more students and developers to try and developed based on Huawei AI platform. So that's my last page. I believe that the future, I mean, in the AI era, the future belongs to the people who is good at learn AI, use AI, and adopt this era to have good cooperation with AI. Thank you very much. Thank you.